Yes, everybody, welcome back to Talking Wolves, and welcome back to a brand new video where today we're going to be looking at the leaked Wolves kits for the 22-23 season. As we approach the end of the season, this sort of thing normally happens. We've seen it for the last few years with Wolves, and I've seen many Premier League clubs have their kits either released or leaked already. So, yeah, we're going to be having a look at them today. We're going to be talking about where they came from. There are a couple of images that I've had sent exclusively to me that you be a bit clearer than the ones you may well have already seen online. But going to be giving my thoughts on them. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts. But please do know, obviously, these are fairly badly quality images. They don't really represent the shirts fantastically. And I know every year, even last year, I think this season's three kits, the home, the away and the third kit, are one of the best sets of kits we've had in a long, long time. And even they got a lot of stick this time last year. So obviously do take a lot of these images with a pinch of salt. So they all actually came about from a Twitter account, which I am assuming is based in Turkey. So big up to all the Turkish followers out there. By a guy by the name of Akaz. I'm not even sure. His name is on the screen right now. I don't even want to try and butcher the pronunciation. So you'll see across a lot of these screenshots are his watermark. But let's start off with the home kit. As you can see on the screen right here, this is the home kit with the shorts for next season. And you'll be looking at it and thinking, oh, because it is quite plain, completely understandable. We'll put this is a side-by-side of last season's kit and, well, this season's kit and the proposed kit for next year. And you can see, to be honest, there's very little difference. We've got the stripe across the top of the shoulder, a slightly different colour with it being all black. But other than that, it's a very plain shirt. There's also an image leaked of a long sleeve version, which sort of gives you a slightly better idea of what the shirt will look like, because you can see the stripe across the shoulder a little bit better. The main difference, obviously, is that sort of that black part down the sort of 3/4 of the way down the shirt on the side there. That is no longer there. It looks like it's more towards the bottom of the shirt. But in regards to the home, it looks very, very similar to the one we have, this season. Sometimes more or less is better, they do say. It's not too fussy. I think it's quite a safe shirt, isn't it? Because I think if they added anything extra onto that shirt, it would have been dangerous. And with gold and black, can they do a whole lot more without, ruining it? Possibly not. So it's a very safe option to start with. Now we're going to move on to what I think could well be the away kit. So this is it here, this blue shirt. Again, leaked by our Turkish friend over on Twitter. And this is the proposed away kit in this sort of light blue colour. We have had, in the last couple of years, we had that horrific, was it an away kit or third kit, the blue and white one, which may well go down as a classic in years to come, but it wasn't a fantastic kit. As you can see with this one, a couple of tones of different blue on there again. Quite difficult to picture this one because of the quality of the image, but I do like this one. And now this takes me back to this season, because the away kit and the third kit were definitely, for Wolves, were definitely based on retro designs. Now I wonder if Castore have taken a similar approach with this one, because it certainly reminds me of a couple of these away kits from the 90s. This one is possibly a little bit richer in blue colour, but you can see sort of the pattern in the background. But possibly this one, the Bukta shirt, you can still buy the retro version of this with the wolf heads in the background. It's got a similar sort of pattern in the background of the shirt. I would love them in the future to make a shirt like this again, where they've got the wolf emblem cooperated into the actual embroidery or the design of the shirt. I assume it's going to cost them a hell of a lot more to create, but I would like that in the future. And that's the sort of idea I've got from this shirt. But that's supposedly the away shirt. And I say that because last year we got a few of the shirts mixed up. So obviously do take anything from this with a pinch of salt. Now we move on to the reported third kit. Now this one is completely different. You can see the picture on the left there is a much clearer picture with no watermark. I got this sent to me from Steve Plant. So big up Steve, who's a huge collector of Wolf shirts. He sent me this picture, and then obviously the slightly more zoomed out image on the right with the watermark across it. Now this one's interesting. It does ring a bell, possibly because it looks like a pink bus seat. I don't know, but the pattern there is very different. I'm not too sure the angle they're going with this one, if I'm completely honest. But obviously a slightly sort of salmon pink colour. Now, if I'm honest, it's, you know, not to be stereotypical, but I think this definitely suits the female market quite a lot. I'm sure that's not the only reason Wolves have gone with this design, but it's completely different, to be fair. It's nothing like we've seen in recent years, definitely, for any Wolves shirt. So I'm all for it. I think it's quite hard to picture without a sponsor. I don't know what the future is right now for ManBetX. I don't know if they're scrapping betting sponsors for next season, whether we're going to go with someone else. But obviously a sponsor sometimes does really make a shirt. So it's hard to completely picture these shirts. But I don't dislike that one. It's something a little bit different. Now, we'll move on to the goalkeeper shirts. This pink one here was the first, purple one, sorry, was the first one leaked on Twitter. This was over 24 hours ago. Same guy on Twitter had leaked this one initially. This is meant to be a goalkeeper shirt. You can see all the sort of geometric shapes and lines on this shirt right there. So to me, that just does scream a goalkeeper shirt, to be honest. It's a decent colour. Again, one that I think people will wear, especially if they've got the short sleeve version. I forgot to say, obviously, with the home one, it's quite intriguing that they've posted an image with a long sleeve shirt because, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think Castore released the home shirts or any of the shirts in a long sleeve. So we'll have to see if that is potentially going to be an option for next season. But this purple one here, as you can see, was the first one. And I've had some slightly better images sent of a second shirt as well. As you can see, this second goalkeeper shirt. Now, this one looks extremely similar to some of the training wear that we had this year. With the gold and the green. You can see the shorts on the right there. And the shirt in a slightly better non-watermarked version. So big thanks to Steve for sending that one across as well. And again, for me, looks like a goalkeeper shirt, so definitely another decent shirt. Now, the final one is probably, well, this is meant to be another goalkeeper shirt, but to be honest, it looks very, very similar to the last shirt I just showed you with really bad lighting. So it may well be a light blue kit with some white or really light gold lines, but it's such a bad quality picture, it may well be the exact same shirt as the previous picture. I'll let you decide whether that is the case or not. But we've got many designs there to choose from. The home, the away, the third, and potential goalkeeper shirts. I think the pink one is nice. It looks more like a leisure wear or a training top, if I'm honest. But like I said, it's very hard to tell with these without a sponsor on. And I'm sure over the next couple of weeks or so, we may well see some releases. We may well see some clearer pictures of these. But let me know your thoughts, guys, in the comment section down below on these kits. Like I said, home kit is inoffensive, very, very plain. Away kit, I don't dislike. I think it'll be really interesting to see that with a sponsor on. But once again, these pictures don't do it much justice. I know people will moan about them, but let me know your thoughts, guys. Be sure to hit the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Links to the Twitter accounts and the people that have sent me these photos are in the description down below if you want to have a look for yourself. And until next time, I'll see you all very, very soon.